Hey guys, and welcome back to a new video. This is the second video that I'm building to show you how to pass the data between different screens. In the last video, I showed you how to navigate between screens and how to pass a simple data between these screens. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a custom NavType to decode and encode any type of variables that you want to pass between different screens and pass the data type safe. So be with me till the end of this video to be familiar with this topic. Let's get started. Here I have a new project. I have deleted the extra things in the main activity and I've added the dependencies in the library and in the Gradle. You can find the whole project in my GitHub link down below in the description. But let me tell you. Here I have added these two lines as a version for serialization and for the navigation compose. And here I have these two lines again for these two things that I told you, navigation and serialization. And the last one is in the plugins. I have this line for the Kotlin Serialization. And in the build.gradle, on the top, I have this line for serialization, and I have these two lines for navigation and serialization. And here, if you have something like me, you should change this 34 to 35. I don't know when you are going to see and watch this video, but at this time I had to change this. Okay, let's get started. First of all, we need a variable as the nav controller equals to remember nav controller, and I need a nav host, and I'm going to use this one with the start destination with the type K class, this one. Okay, so I have nav controller. I'm going to attach this nav controller to it, and the start destination, as I told you in the previous video about this new type safe navigation library, it should be either an object or a data class. As the start destination, let me show you the app that we are going to build together. Here, as the start destination, we have this list of programming languages, and when I'm clicking on each of them, we are going to the next screen. We have the name of the program, the usage of it, the ID of it in the list, and the difficulty of this language. So, for this start destination, which is this list, we don't need to pass any type of data, so we can use object. And here, let me create it. So, assign serializable, and then it can be either data object or only object. Okay. Language home route and nothing else. And here I'm going to add it, language home route. That's it. For the second one, we need some parameters for the details screen. So first of all, we need to create those parameters. We cannot add it now. Let's go to the root package, create a data class. Let's call it languages. What did I do? New Kotlin class, data class, and languages. Let's zoom in. First, I need a val calling it ID with a type of integer. Then name a string, then usage a string, and here down below I can add the difficulty like this, val difficulty with type of a string, but I prefer to show you another approach. Maybe you can learn something else here as well. I'm going to add enum class and calling it difficulty, and here let's add three types of difficulty: easy, medium, hard. That's it. Let me pass them to the next line, it will be better. And here on the top, add sign serializable. I want to make this data class serializable. Okay, we are done here. Let's go to the main activity, and now down below we can use them. I need a data class. In the last video I told you when we are going to pass a data between screens, we need to use the data class. Let me make it short. Lang detail route, and here two variables. One of them languages of type of languages data class, and down below val difficulty of type of enum class difficulty, and it's like this. And again serializable. Okay, that's it for this. Now here we need two composables. Language home road for the first one, and Control D for the second one, language data roads. Okay, let me open them and open here. This error is going on my nerve. Let me get rid of it. Here, modifier and padding, inner padding, and that's it. Okay, as we know, in this block we should call the screen that should be attached to this route. So we need two screens for them. But before that, the reason that I'm building this application is to show you how to encode and decode the parameter that we want to send between the screens. And to do this, we are going to create an object. Let's create it, and step by step I'm going to explain. Here, an object, and let's call it custom NavType. Here I have it. Inside of this custom nav type, we need to create an object. So a val calling it language type, and nav type languages is nullable allowed false, and yeah, this one no, languages, and this one yes. Okay, I need one more curly braces here. As we know, here is an object, so we should implement the members. Okay, we have three override functions here, and we need one more that automatically won't be added here. Let me add it uh, manually. Override function uh, serialize as value. Okay. Okay. Here you can take a look at the documentation, but this part is the most important part for us. Note, final output should be encoded with URI.encode. So we are going to send parameters, and by the return we are going to get the encoded and serialized string value. So the value will be sent to these functions, and it will be decoded. With this two, we are going to uh, encode our values, and with these two we are going to decode our values, and at the end every type of value that we are going to pass here will be a URI, and again the original data should be retrieved from this URI. So we are going to use this bundle and this, which are the same, to put the data, the encoded data inside it, and to extract the decoded data from this bundle as well. And to do this, we need some keys, and we are going to pass the different parameters that we want to pass from the uh, list to the details, which was this one: integer id, a string name, and a string usage. Okay, we need to add to complete these override functions and get rid of these to-dos. Let's start from the top. Uh, for this one, return. I'm going to use JSON because we are working with the URIs, as I said. Decode from a string. A part of it is okay, but rest of it should be changed. Decode from a string. We don't need these languages, and we are going to use bundle. Get a string, passing the key, and here instead of this type of null check, we are going to write return null if it's empty. Okay, and here return JSON dot decode from a string, and here URI dot decode, and passing this value to it. Okay, and for this one we will do exactly the reverse thing. Return URI dot encode JSON encode to a string and passing the value. And here the same. Bundle dot put a string, and here we have a key, and we have JSON dot encode to a string and value. Yeah, exactly. Okay, one parenthesis is extra, and here we need to add this. That's it. The custom nav type now is created. Okay, let's go back to the main activity, and here inside this uh, graph we need to use this custom nav type, and also we need to add our screens. Let's create the home screen because it's easy and we don't need any extra stuff to add to it. Okay, new Kotlin file, let's call it language list screen. I'm going to copy and paste our list here first. Okay, here we have list of languages data. We use the map, the IDs, name of languages, the usage, and to difficulty dot easy is here. And now let's have a composable a function calling it the same name, language list screen. And here let's add a lazy column to display this list. Let me copy and paste it to make it a bit faster. Okay, yeah. Oh, as always we have problem with the items. Okay, let me add it here again. Items, we have some different types, so we need this one with the list. And let's cut this and paste it here. Okay, now everything is clear. Then the language will be the return parameter. So let's delete this, and everything is good. Alt and enter, import the text, and okay, here in the clickable I have this, so I should add it here. Yeah, we need a callback. I'm going to call it on language click, and we are passing the language and difficulty to this. So here we have a text. The text of it is the name from this list, and it's fill max weight with padding of 16 dp, and I made it clickable and calling this callback block inside it, and passing the language and the difficulty to it. And in the main activity now I can call it language list screen. Okay, here we had a callback function. So on language clicked and a bracket. And we had two parameters. Let me call them here language and difficulty as the callback. And when you are clicking on this, we should call nav controller dot navigate with this type of navigate, not deep link and others, with route and type T. Navigate, then it should be navigated to language details route, and this one we are going to pass the language and the difficulty. That's it. So we passed everything from this home screen to the second screen. And now let's create this composable. First of all, before adding the screen, here let's define the nav type. So we have a type of type map, map of, and here type of no, the suggestion is sick. Languages, the calling the main data class, then here parentheses, after that two custom nav type, and we had there uh, this variable. And now let's import this, and again one more for the difficulty. We didn't have such thing inside this custom nav type, so we cannot use such thing, but inside this library, navigation library, we have default converter that we can use it for the difficulty. Okay, the nav type, enum type, difficulty, colon class dot java, and everything is defined here. So here down below we need a variable calling it arguments equals to it.arguments, and now we should use it to pass the data not to route. For a second I used the last type. Okay, language detail route. Okay, now it's, and now we need to create our details screen and add it here. Let's create it. File, and just calling it language details screen. What I'm doing. Composable function and the same name. Okay, here we need a column, and inside the column we need 4 text. So nah, it should be very easy. Let me copy and paste it. A column, a text. Okay, we need to pass the parameters here. So languages of type of languages and difficulty. Okay, now everything is clear. Let's go to the main activity, and here I'm going to call them uh, white them, call the screen language detail screen, and as the language we are going to pass the language arguments dot language arguments dot difficulty. Enter, and that's it. Let's check it. Okay, we have the list of the languages. Clicking on each of them, go, and cloud applications, server side development. The ID was 7 and difficulty type medium. Kotlin, name Kotlin, Android development, multi-platform development, and ID was 3 and medium. And that's it. Okay, guys, that was whatever I wanted to tell you about this topic. I hope it was useful for you. Have a good rest of the week, and remember to subscribe to the channel. And if you want to financially support me, you can find the links down below in the description and buy me a coffee. Happy coding! See you!